Do you have what it takes to build a team? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm Isaac, and I'm talking to you today all about building teams and whether or not you got what it takes. And actually, I'm going to take that right now and throw it out the window. The truth is, it does not matter whether or not you think you have what it takes or whether or not you have what it takes by anybody else's standard. Here's what I'm talking about. There's a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. It's a really old, not really old, but it's an older book. And in there, it unlocked an idea for me a long time ago when I first read it, and it really opened up my entire mind. And I see the same thing happen with successful people, and then not so successful people have not bought into this or understood this concept, which is this. So in that book, there's a scientist who was asked a question and said, should someone become a scientist? Right? When asked, should someone become a scientist, what he says is this: it has nothing to do with intelligence, because the topic was about intelligence, right? Like, in other words, do they have the right stuff to be a scientist? And he said, what's far less important is how intelligent someone is. What is way more important and a much bigger predictor is whether or not, and they were talking about children, what's not important, or what's way less important, is their intelligence. What is way more important and a much better predictor of whether or not someone can become and will become a scientist is simply whether or not the child has interest in being a scientist. Because if somebody's really interested in something, no matter if they're the most intelligent, the least intelligent, or somewhere in between, what matters over time is whether or not you're interested in doing the thing, whether or not you can build any degree of long-term focus and long-term passion for that thing. And so here's what I'll tell you. There's probably some of us out there, some of you that are watching this video, who are smart enough, you're capable enough, you're well-funded enough, you have all of the characteristics of a great leader and somebody who can grow a business and manage finances and really launch a real estate team and do that. But if you have no interest in it, don't do it. And then there's some other people who are like, you probably, on paper, and if you ask like, I don't know, a random coach on the street whether or not you should build a real estate team, they might be like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, you barely, like, you don't even, write the contract the right way, or you're not eloquent, or, do you even know anything about profit and loss statements or anything like that? And the truth is, like, you might not know now, but if you're interested, then you'll stumble upon, like, I need to do those things, and you'll probably go out and do it because you're interested. And when you're interested in something, you'll apply focus to it, right? I could probably do a ton of things, right? I can probably pull off a number of things, but most of them I'm not interested in doing. Whereas building real estate teams and building teams in general and investing in that kind of growth, that's something I'm extremely interested in. And whether or not someone deems me intelligent enough, qualified enough to pursue that path is of zero relevance to me. And it should be of zero relevance to you. So if you're watching this video and you go, you know what, yeah, I have what it takes and everybody's told me, but I just have zero interest in it, I encourage you, don't do it. Oh, but they keep saying teams are the waves of the future and blah, 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 blah. Okay, then go partner up with somebody who's interested in building a team if you have no interest in building a team. If you believe that it's absolutely vital, find a partner, find a group, find a mentor, find a coach, whatever, find a platform where you can go out and partner up with somebody who's going to help you grow a team, because truthfully, you don't have the interest in it, then you won't have the focus and you won't have the passion, and therefore you won't show up every day with purpose to do that. And so it'll be a self-sabotaging, challenging issue for you. And on the flip side, if you're watching this video and you say, you know what, I don't even know what it would take to build a team, but it sounds like something I'm really interested in learning about, or I kind of know about a team, I know what teams are like, or maybe, I've tried it before and I just was really interested in it, I encourage you, go after it. Go after it. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to nail it first time or second time or 30th time, and it doesn't mean that you should do it all on your own without anybody's help. What it means is start focusing on that because you're interested, start building purposeful activities around it. Maybe you go find the right resources, partner up with the right people, mentor with the right people, get a coach, something like that, and figure out what it's going to take to build a team. Because again, it's far less important whether or not you have the qualifications to build a team, and it's way more important that you're interested. Hopefully you got a ton of value out of this video. And if there's ever anything I can do to help you sell more real estate or grow your real estate business, even if that means a team, feel encouraged to reach out. Have a great day.